outdoor equipment, and cost has gone up at almost like 30%. So, that's crazy right now. The more time they are taking, the more expensive it's going to get.
You might know to, in explanation, there are a few things that are still lacking, but have been approved by the council. One is our purchase agreement with them for the 417 square foot out of the right-of-way. The city attorney told me today that she was going to take care of that contract for us to do that. The second thing is the encroachment agreement, which allows him to concrete and have use of that right-of-way, which also the council has approved. We still have that to do. And the third thing is, and his engineer sent it to me yesterday, was to do an amending plat. If the site plan is approved tonight, we'll do an amending plat that will cover that 417 square foot of property that will be incorporated therein. At the planning and zoning meeting, they didn't have, they brought us the landscaping plan. We went over the landscaping plan with the Planning and Zoning Commission, and everything was in order there. And that the reason for the building relocation, you all know that, is because of the drainage lines across the property that had to be, building had to be moved back for. It's going to have 6 pumps, 20 available parking spaces, and a drive-around drive-through at the back. So everything is in order except for those things. And the P&Z voted unanimously to approve it subject to those things. So, to recommend approval. Just want you all to know that.
Thank you.
And I do have a full set of plans here if anybody wants to look at them. They were nice and fun to read.
Again. Again.
Have anyone else here who'd like to speak during this public hearing on this item? Okay, hearing none. We'll close the public hearing at 7:32.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will move now to the action from the public hearing, which is to consider approval of the proposed site plan as submitted by Jolly Malia in order to construct a new 6,340 square foot convenience store with rear drive-through and customer fueling station with 6 gas pumps under a 25-foot by 65-foot canopy located on 28,870 square foot lot in the C2 commercial zoning district, described as being Block 8, Lot 1 of Rockwood Terrace Edition, otherwise known as 4710 River Oak Boulevard, zoning case number SP-PZ 2021-0009.
Whoever makes a motion, would you put it in subject to the text of approval of the access?
I move that we approve the zoning case SP-PZ 2021-009 with approval of TxDOT as well as the close of the sale in the city purchased 139 feet times 3 feet of right-of-way, enter into a coastman agreement with the city to concrete and have access for a drive-through, amend the property plat regarding the boundary line change to incorporate the additional 470 square foot of land that can be approved by the Public Works Director without public hearings. The text, again, obtain that TxDOT approval for egress and egress.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the zoning case SP-PZ 2021-0009, subject to the P&Z's conditions as well as final TxDOT approval for egress and access. Is there any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Get to work. We appreciate you.
How many times have you been before us? At least 6, 7. 7?
Y'all got it easy.
Oh, yeah.
We'll move to item number 12, which is to conduct a public hearing in order to receive citizen comments on the proposed application from Elite Properties to rezone approximately 3.9772 acres of land in the St. Elizabeth subdivision, described as being lots 23B, 24B, and 25B, otherwise known as 5910 Black Oak Lane in River Oaks, Tarrant County, Texas, from a CF Community Facility District to a PDR4 Plan Development District pursuant to Section 18 Plan Development District of the River Oaks zoning ordinance number 1286-2020 as amended, meeting R4 single-family base regulations pursuant to Section 11 of the River Oaks zoning ordinance number 1286-2020 as amended in order to develop property for single-family homes, zoning case number RZ 2021-0010-PD-R4. Public hearing is open at 7:35. First, the applicants here, step to the podium, and you have another presentation to give, or if you just want to take, answer the questions from council as well.
We can do the same presentation
Show
as you
the
like.
picture.
Okay, we'll kind
Show
of,
us the houses.
okay, we'll kind of migrate through and show you a few things. Heather Phelps, is 6149 Sundown Drive.
Juan Mancera, 6149 Sundown Drive as well.
Nothing has changed here. This is what you guys have seen. Stop me if there's questions or slides. Juan, this is the only slide where it still shows a 16-foot there.
So per the ordinance, which we've reviewed and, everybody, I think is in agreement to, the biggest change, so what we have here is we have a footprint, right, of a home showing the 5-foot offset from the property line on each side, which will give you 10 feet total between homes. We are going to change it. That one currently shows a 16-foot wide driveway. That will become 20 feet wide. And then, of course, we will have a front setback, no less than 35 feet up to 40 feet. And then, of course, you got your rear setbacks, and we've already talked about our side setbacks.
What will cause that variance? Saving a tree or?
No, so it actually won't. We wanted to give ourselves, okay, so we've been doing a little homework, and we've been visiting different communities that have 35-foot to 40-foot setbacks, and we give so much thought to every little inch, and that's literally what we've been doing. And we're kind of torn between the 5 feet, and that's about as honest of an opinion as I can, or excuse me, as of an answer as I can give you, because we want to give them a nice big backyard. So that's really the only reason. We know that the building line will be a 35-foot building line, but we want to put it on the record to let you guys know that we know that because everybody's agreed, you please no less than a 35-foot building line, but we just want to convey and communicate to you guys, we may move that building line back by another 5 feet. Right, and I think, we've been communicating that from the beginning, but we want to put it on the record, and I hope you guys give us the liberty to be able to just play with those 5 feet, because we just want it to look really good. I hope that's the best answer I can give you. And again, the boxes are not going to be a square, okay, or a rectangle, excuse me. It's just to tell the design. It's just so the design, the engineering, and everybody knows here's what you can work with. That's your footprint, exactly.
Well, to be clear, whatever that number is, you decide on, they'll all be that same number.
So not really, because no one wants to. That's a really good question. We will not move more forward than 35 feet. But we don't want to build the same home all the way across, and we like it when you are standing, whether you're in front of the houses or you're driving in and looking at the houses going down. We like there to be this illusion of it's just different. If I drive to this home versus that home, it's not the same home. And so, no, absolutely not. We want to be able to give the design team the ability, and Heather really, to be able to play with that front elevation and give it depth, give it volume, give it its own character, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Any further questions about this particular slide? I think this slide is really good. I think it's a powerful slide, honestly.
And the fact that it's 50 foot, 5 lots.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, smart.